Welcome to this overview of applying standard meter charges to a machine linked to a contract. Meters track usage by page count and print type, ensuring accurate billing, cost calculation, analysis of usage trends, and supporting budgeting and contract planning. On the Add a New Contract screen, select the machine you want to apply standard meter charges to. Click the Expand icon to open the subgrid, then click the Item Meters tab. If a meter has already been linked to the A or B class item, its details will auto-populate the item meter's data grid. To streamline contract setup, link meters to parts in advance when adding or editing them. This ensures the meter information auto-populates when the machine is linked to the contract. Activate a machine's meter for billing by ticking the marked checkbox in the corresponding row. In the Start Reading field, enter the machine's meter reading taken at the point of installation. Then, enter the reading date or select it using the calendar. Enter the sales account code and the cost of sale account code if they are not already populated. Escalation settings are pulled through from the Billing Info tab but can be adjusted. Enter the billing customer details only if another party will pay the fees on behalf of the primary customer. If these fields are left blank, the customer linked to the contract will be billed. Enter the supplier details only when a third-party supplier is involved for back-to-back financing of the meter charges. If back-to-back financing applies, enter the finance amount and include a relevant order number which will be displayed on the contract invoice. The Min Billing field refers to minimum billing, which applies a fixed charge for a defined number of copies each billing period. Enter the amount in the relevant currency. In the Min Quantity field, enter the number of copies included in the minimum billing amount. In this example, the customer is charged $250 for the first 1,000 copies. The system first charges the fixed amount for the minimum quantity. Any additional usage is billed at the meter charge levels, starting with the minimum quantity plus 1, using the unit charge for that level. This setup enables effective tracking of usage patterns and helps identify instances of over or under usage. By analyzing this data, contract adjustments can be made to better align with the customer's needs and optimize their experience. If there is no minimum billing for a meter, both the minimum billing and minimum quantity fields should be set to 0. This way, usage will be calculated based only on the levels defined in the Meter Charges panel. To add meter charges to a meter, right-click on the meter row and select Add a Level from the Process menu. Repeat this process using either the meter row or an added level to add as many unit charge levels as needed. A contract cannot be saved unless meter charges are added to all active meters. Each level can have its own unit charge, which typically increases at each level. The unit charge is the amount billed for each copy. Enter it as a fractional value in the main currency, for example, South African cents, UK pence, or Bahraini fils. Once a meter charge is applied, the major currency charge is auto-calculated for standard meter setups, rounding to 3 or 4 decimal places, depending on company configuration. The From Quantity in the first row is static and set to 0, meaning billing for the first level starts with copy 1. For each new level, set the From Quantity to 1 less than the first copy that should be billed at that level. This tells the system where the new billing range begins and ensures billing starts at the correct copy. For example, to start billing from copy 1501, set the From Quantity to 1500. For copy 2001, set it to 2000. For copy 3001, set it to 3000, and so on. Enter a finance amount only when a third-party supplier is involved for back-to-back financing of the meter charges. To delete a meter charge level, right-click on the relevant row and select Delete the Charge from the Process menu. The selected meter level will be removed from the meter charges data grid. Once all contract details have been entered, the next step is to save the contract and release it for approval. This process is covered in a separate video. Businesses make better decisions with CO3 Nucleus.